Here are 6 drama-filled EastEnders spoilers for next week that include a worrying collapse, a terrifying confrontation, and some risky flirting. Stick around. Spoiler 1. Ravi and Zach have suspicions. With Nugget raging ahead of the boxing tournament, Ravi and Zach try to calm him down. Zach then puts up a drugs test sign in a bid to rumble Denzel and Nugget's steroid usage. Denzel sees the sign and worries, unaware that Zach only put it up as a deterrent. Will the truth come out? Spoiler 2. Priya gets closer to Nish. With Priya ordering things on Suki's credit card without asking, Priya then gets closer to Nish by asking Nish to make an offer to secure her family's future. Avani worries that Priya's actions will ruin her relationship with the family. As Priya and Nish go over their deal, elsewhere Nugget falls ill and collapses onto the floor. We find out exactly what happens to Nugget in our next spoiler, so don't go anywhere. Spoiler 3. Nugget is rushed to hospital. Avani informs Priya and Nish of Nugget's collapse as Nugget's parents rush to the hospital to see him. With Denzel winning his boxing match, his mate's parents are informed that Nugget's kidneys aren't working properly. The doctor wonders if he's been taking drugs. Ravi then tells the doctor about Zach's suspicions before a row breaks out between himself and Priya. With tensions high though, the pair end up turning to each other for comfort. Priya's stunned to learn that Nugget has been taking steroids, with Nugget finally regaining consciousness. However, his kidneys still aren't working, meaning that he may need long-term dialysis. Priya, Ravi and the police want to know who gave Nugget the drugs, but he won't tell anyone. Denzel soon learns about Nugget and worries, heading off to hide over the fear that he'll get in trouble for giving his friend the steroids. At the boxing den though, Zach finds Denzel. But will he get to the bottom of what's been going on? Spoiler 4. Phil and Teddy bond over Will. Billy tells the rest of the family about the meeting they had at Will's school and how Kevin used his legal skills to pin the blame on Will. Phil wants to help Will out, but Teddy chimes in with a more careful approach. Stevie then tells Teddy not to threaten Phil's place at the top of the family, with Teddy and Phil soon going for a match of darts together. Billy later listens to Teddy's advice and has a heartfelt moment with Will, thanking Teddy for his support. Afterwards, Phil and Teddy bond, as they suggest having a lock-in at the boxing den. Will it go down well? Our 5th spoiler sees Teddy go after Sharon. With Phil and Teddy leaving the boxing den in quite the mess, Teddy soon tries to put things right by inviting Sharon out for a drink. Stevie spots the flirting and is concerned for Teddy. But will Phil put Teddy in his place when it comes to Sharon? And finally, spoiler 6, Maya's up to no good. Harvey makes an excuse to get out of his romantic meal with Jean and meets up with Maya instead. Freddie sees them together and reports back to Jean. After Maya admits that she's selling her home to pay for her debts, Jean fears that Harvey's cheating on her. Noticing that Maya has dropped a letter addressed to her place, which is actually outside of London, he goes to return it but comes face to face with an unwelcoming man. Harvey then speaks to Jean as his partner fears that he's about to admit his cheating to her. Jean then listens to Harvey and tries to warn him off his latest plan. But what is it? And if you enjoyed this week's EastEnders spoilers, subscribe so you can come back next week for more Wolford news.